waiting here just a couple seconds. But yeah, we're all loaded up, and I think we're just about ready to go and see what we can do. I love Corporate Mundo. I gotta say that one is probably my favorite Mundo skin, followed closely by the the Season 2 Mundo skin. I cannot remember which team it was, but with the championship trophy instead of the cleaver. But Corporate Mundo is just so funny with his other voiceovers and throwing the briefcase out instead of throwing the cleavers. I love it.
That is true, and I apologize. I know it is not Divergence on the right-hand side, but it does not want to cooperate with me for some reason for the video. So, Borderless, you're not dealing with me very well. And it looks like a pause on their side also, so.
Yep, there's the pause coming in, yeah. Someone just working with his mouse. There was a little bit of action going on level 1. Lee Sin was able to kind of jump in, and he actually used his trinket to try to see if he couldn't get vision. He did get vision of Elise, but wasn't able to really follow up with anything. Elise was able to clear that out, as Elise actually took the sweeping lens level 1 instead of taking the warding totem level 1. So interesting item choices just to start off the game.
I mean, for a lot of the times we actually do see Elise's take the sweeping lens just actually because of getting rid of those wards, especially when she goes deep in the jungle, that she is made to do.
Yeah, and it's a good idea to help get rid of that vision early on, so you can help prevent just the early game deep vision, because that does kind of change junglers' path. If they know that there's a ward there, it's going to change where they're deciding to go, or how they're going to path through the jungle. If they can get rid of the early vision, they can actually do a little bit better at deciding where they want to go, or seeing if the other junglers at the buff. Okay, well, let's see if we can't get ahead of them and maybe take a kill, or take the other buff while they're finishing up one. So it's a good idea to get rid of that early.
Just like Smokey the Bear, only you can prevent deep wards.
Wait, is that how it went?
Only you can prevent forest fires. Only you can prevent deep wards.
Right. It's close enough, Deep wards, forest fires, they sound pretty similar.
But with that, the timer is going, and the minions are now hitting the field, spawning, and looks like Orianna and Ari are ready to duke it out.
They're just about. You might be a few seconds behind, because the minions have already met in the mid lane. You might just be a couple of seconds behind.
Aha! There we go. I am live.
There we go.
But with that, they are fighting over CS, with also gonna be as soon as I actually switch it up. Gotta love that LCS order for the most part. Team Primetime's already in LCS order. I just had to switch out the middle lane.
Yeah, it was pretty nice of them. I love it when teams get into the semi-standard LCS order. It makes it a lot easier for the fans, for us to be able to really take a look at the items quickly. So thank you guys for doing that. We appreciate that.
That is true. So looking at it, one thing I'm going to have to mention for that bottom lane is Chipper is going to have to watch out, along with Sumo, of if those Dark Bindings land, they might be in some trouble.
Yeah, Blind's not afraid to throw them out at this point, and really to help zone Sealmo away from getting any CS. They got the level 2 lead pretty early on. Unfortunately, they're not really able to capitalize on it. But they're doing a good job to help at least prevent Sealmo from getting that CS and starting her off on a deficit.
One thing I'm going to mention, not only did, like we said during the champion selection, that Orianna did not pick up Ignite, so that's going to definitely take away from her early game kill potential, but her damage early game is not that high.
Not comparatively to Ari, not really, but they're trading shots back and forth, and right now Ari's actually getting the worst of it in the mid lane. She does have the Biscuit of Rejuvenation instead of a normal red pot. Oh, stun's just missing, but the Charm lands.
And with that, the Ignite is going to land. This is what we were almost worrying for First Blood is going to go down, and Repel is going to go up, so First Blood is going to go onto the Orianna. That's exactly what we were talking about.
That was actually a very, very nice play. I mean, Flash is burned on both sides, but they followed up with it. No luck, tried to use that barrier, just was unable to. Just enough damage was put down to help break the barrier so that the Ignite could get the last couple ticks. That was just a nice play. Challenger missed the original binding, but Demnis on that Ahri just came back in, hit the charm, and was able to just really deal a lot of damage. As you know, that charm does do another 20% more magic damage, and the true damage is also increased. So she was really able to chunk her down and get that damage out so she could pick up First Blood.
One thing I'm going to mention is I'm going to take a look at top lane really fast. That going to be Monakai. Keep saying his name wrong. Mundo versus
Maokai.
Maokai. But Maokai versus Mundo is both of these champions have so much sustain, and it seems like those two are not going to be in many team fights until the very, at least, middle to late game.
It's going to be a farm fest, at least early on. You may see a jungler come in to try to get something going if one lane gets pushed out one way or the other. But really, right now, it is just going to be just a free farm for both players right now. And right now, Mundo is actually ahead by a few CS. So starting his day off pretty well, and is able to get himself going.
I'm going to have to be completely honest right now. If I was Lee Sin and I wanted to try to go up, and he is going up top.
It's the ping.
But if he actually did want to come top and try to gank, it looks like Mundo's just a little bit too tanky. And also in the bottom, they're going to... Flash actually does come out from the Dream, but still, Snowstorm actually is going to lend his Q. And follow up on it. My mind is telling me no. But my body is telling me yes. Yes.
That was actually not a bad cue to follow up on. Thankfully, the Dream wasn't under turret. Otherwise, you could definitely be singing that, because Mundo would have been able to try to at least do enough damage that the turret could probably take him down. But not a bad follow up. They did burn the Flash, so that's a good start. They did get him down below about half health, but he's been able to sustain himself back up, thanks to the Doran's shield. So he's going to be back up. He also has level 6, so the sadism going to come into play as well.
Oh, and right now, bottom we have to watch out as the Cuckoo does land, and the binding, the dark binding is going to land. Going to be that black shield under jungle, just trying to pop some of that. But the teleport is coming down. Maokai is coming around, but Lee Sin is going to land his Q. That's going to be 1 kill. That's going to be 2 kills coming out. They can actually get Challenger, Repel, and Lee Sin, if he can follow up on it, can just get his Q, because if the Q does not land, and it barely misses, and he's still trying to chase after it deep into the jungle, and that's not a good sign right now, how bad you want it.
Oh, and the Spider Link blocked the second Q that Snowstorm was able to throw out. And he just hit level 6, so if he had been able to hit the Q and follow up and hit his ulti, that would have been a dead Elise. But a nice turnaround and kind of a back and forth fight there. Able to pick up kills here. Elise already got 2 assists right now. Morgana ends up picking up that kill with the Dark Binding. But the Lee Sin was able to get one of his own. Braum gets an assist, but right now, things still looking good here for Warriors Anonymous on the red side.
And also in the middle, while you were talking about the team fight that went on and the great teleport by Maokai, is Ahri starts already being level 7. She did have her ultimate, and she started Spirit rushing and Spirit dashing all over the place, and almost got the kill on Orianna, barely surviving through the Ignite and the shields going on, but she did survive.
And that's where the barrier can help, is when you can top it, you can put it on top of another shield. But right now, Ahri knows that the barrier is going to be down, and her ultimate's going to be up. before the barrier, so she's gonna really look to push the aggression now and try to see if she can't pick up another kill.
And with that, another dark binding lands. The Soul Shackles is going out after the flash over the wall. It is going to end up stunning them both, but Sumo is already out of the area, having to actually burn flash. And there's another dark binding, and that is going to be Jungle picking up the kill onto Sumo. So,
Blind with just the clutch dark binding. She, Blind's been hitting those bindings very well today already. As we see, just picking up yet another kill here for the bot lane. And when you can get a Kog'Maw early kill, and get him a CS lead like he's got, he's going to do a lot of damage. He's going with the Trinity Force first instead of the Blade of the Ruin King start, which isn't a bad idea. Trinity Force does work well with Kog'Maw. The phase can get him that attack, the buff to help move him up and keep him in range. He can really proc Sheen hits very well, thanks to being able to cast his ultimate pretty quickly and just continue to deal that damage. So it's a good pickup. The Blade of the Ruin King, has got to me next, but a Trinity Force is not a bad way to start if you're this ahead.
And that is true. So looking at it, it's already 10 minutes into the game. It is 1-3 and about 2K ahead in favor of a Warriors Anonymous, and the junglers just meeting in the area, looking eye to eye, just trading a little bit of auto attacks, nothing much. But still in the bottom, they're looking to try to go after it. Chipper laying on his passive onto jungler. It's not going to be able to do much.
Jungie got them separated. Chipper tried to go around the tri-brush area and wasn't really able to do a whole lot. Did get the auto attack, but missed the winner's bite, so he wasn't able to apply the slow and to continually apply the his passive. And Junkie did a good job of just trying to get away and making sure that the passive didn't get hit, the slow didn't get procced as well. There's the charm.
And with that is going to be a lot of damage going on the side, but Snowstorm is right off to the side, trying to help. If they can land the Cocoon, might be a good. Charm does miss though. Cocoon does miss also. The Ignite is running, no luck. Puts on the shield, but that is not going to be enough. And the Spider is going to go right up in the air and back down. Charm is going to
this could be
and that is. Can that be? And there it is. That is going to be a flash to try to pick it up. That is going to be a double kill for Elise. So.
Again, we're just starting off. Warriors Anonymous is playing so aggressive and playing so well. They just really know what they want. They're going after it, and they're getting everybody rolling. They're just doing a great job all over. Challenger playing very well. Having 2 kills, 2 assists, helping his team get rolling right now, and they're so far ahead with that 3,000 gold lead. And they haven't even taken a dragon yet.
And that is true, and that when they do start taking those objectives is when it starts going to get very dangerous. And usually within the first 10 minutes of game, you know how it's going to turn around. And with that, there actually looks like it might be the first turret of the game down on Tier 1 bottom side for Team PrimeTime.
The Junkie's just sitting around. He's literally about a unit or 2 outside of turret range. He's just toying with that turret and getting all the CS that he can, and pushing the lane in so that they can keep preventing and keep denying more XP. And Chipper gets hit out.
Oh, and this is going to be very dangerous for Warriors Anonymous. Even though the tower is down, they're going to go onto it. Chipper is going to go down to blind, though. And now they're going to start going onto a jungle, though. Going to get hit by the command shockwave. Can he actually pick it up? No, Sumo is actually going to pick it up. So that is going to be a 2-for-1 in favor of Team PrimeTime. Even though Braum did go down, they lost the tower. Can we say it was worth? I'm going to take it back. I don't think so. They did lose a tower and 2.
They lost the tower, picked up 2 kills. They lose an objective. Anytime you lose an objective, even if you pick up more kills, I don't think it's worth it. Yes, they did get kills, and they did got a kill on Jinx, which they needed. As the pause comes out, the Dream actually dealing with a little bit of lag. So he's gonna be pausing for a few minutes. But they lose the turret, and that's the big thing. They had a 4-man gank on bottom. They were trying to prevent that turret from going down. Unfortunately, it did not happen. Junkie able to pick up that turret, playing smart enough to get it before anything happened. Yes, Blind did come out, hit the Soul Shackle, and followed through on Chipper. Was able to get that kill, almost able to survive the Lee Sin, but he made a nice play, came in with the resonating strike to pick up the execute, and then immediately kicked away the Ahri, so that the Ahri couldn't follow up damage or hit a charm on Lee Sin, because Lee Sin had gone pretty low. Nice play by Snowstorm to be able to keep his mind about him to do that, and Seal Mo able to get the kill to keep himself going for that Infinity Edge start, as he's got the pickaxe and the BF sword. Again, it's still not worth it though, because you lose the objective. You lost the turret, and that's going to be an easier dragon here for Warriors Anonymous whenever they decide to go for it. All they have to do is just push just a little bit on that bottom lane, and they've got free reign for the dragon.
And on the other side, looking like it's going to be Kog'Maw going with the Triforce start also.
Yeah, as we touched on before, that the Trinity Force start, I mean, yes, he did get the early kill, but now he's died twice. It's still going to be a great start for him because he's so far ahead in CS. He's 51 CS ahead of this Jinx. He's got the gold. He's going to be able to really do a lot with it. I mean, he's sitting over 1,000 gold ahead of Jinx at this point. So that means that he's going to be able to finish up his big ticket item before Jinx can finish up her Blade of her Infinity Edge, and I would much prefer the Kog'Maw with the blade, the Trinity Force over the Jinx with the Infinity Edge early on, because Kog'Maw is going to be able to do some more damage with it, just being able to proc the Sheen hits and being able to wear down with the W rather than Jinx maybe throwing out a couple auto attacks that can crit.
And that is true. So if you guys are coming back, Dream, the Mundo in the top lane just had a quick disconnect, and they're trying to work on a little bit of lag issues right now. Definitely tell us in Twitch chat. Also send us tweets at @Tdog_Clisis. Apologize, not Clisis. Esports, Tdog_Esports. Who do you think is going to win? Is it going to be hashtag TPT for Team Primetime, or is it going to be hashtag WA? Make sure you include those, and also at Tdog_Esports for all the results, and we'll take a quick look at them when you guys do send them in. Other than that, if you guys are interested, we are doing a game giveaway after the games have commenced. Giving away a game. Don't know what game though. Gonna have to be looking, but it is gonna be a game either through Steam or the Humble Bundle or something else along those lines.
Yeah. Who knows? We could just decide. We could decide whatever. But I mean, that's actually pretty good, just to tune into a stream and get a free game. Why not? I mean, that's pretty awesome. Not gonna lie, you've got a really good chance of winning that game. So I mean, just you're gonna be watching a good game here. You could end up winning a free game. So I mean, that's a win-win on both sides, I'd say.
That is true. So if you guys are watching, what we do is kind of unique and different from other channels, and I also include this onto my channel. If you guys don't want to do exclamation point points, you guys can check how many points you guys are earning, which you guys earn stream currency that you can spend on those giveaways to earn them and have an upper edge on everyone else. So make sure you guys are watching, because you guys are earning points which you can use on stream games like Bank Heist and also on giveaways. And we are back into the game at 13 minutes and 10 seconds, 3-6 in favor of Warriors Anonymous already, in about 4K lead.
Yeah, and right now, I mean, they're doing what they can. Yes, Ying has actually got a good start and a good lead. Already got the Catalyst to Protector, but the Dream picking up the early Spectre's Cal to be able to help prevent a lot of that magic damage. Maokai is getting going, but he's not too far behind. Wow, the charm hit, but not a whole lot of follow-up from Ahri.
I think that was pretty much a late reaction coming out from Ahri. But on the bottom side, Chipper actually getting caught out a little bit. They're placing wards. Since of that tier 1 bottom tower down, it just allows free roam coming out from Morgana blind and also jungle on Kog'Maw.
Yeah, and already they're taking down this mid turret, and they're doing so much damage right now. Thanks to the Sheen procs from Jungi, they're able to really take it down and get themselves even further ahead with objectives and with the gold.
And with that, that's going to be I want to say if Team PrimeTime tries to contest this, they are going to lose.
Yeah, right now, PrimeTime is behind. There's not a whole lot that they can do. They can't fight a full-on team fight. And with the ward coverage that Warriors Anonymous has over the bottom half of this jungle, there's not a whole lot that can be done here on the side of Team PrimeTime.
And that is true. So, heading off the blue buffs once again to Orianna and Ahri. Just try to clear out those wards around the Dragon Pit. And this is actually going to be an opportunity. They're going to go for Dragon right now, and that's going to be an uncontested Dragon. They do see Sealmo, and they're going to try to catch her out. Can they actually catch her out? That's a jump going down. The binding lands, and that's going to be not only a Dragon plus a kill. They have to get out of there right now. Team
the flash.
Oh, the Soul Shackle flash coming out. Glacial Fissure is not going to pop up. Blind. And the Cocoon and Binds coming down. That's going to be another kill. And it looks like the Dream's going to try to go after Braum right now. They're going to have to watch it. Chipper running for his life. And they are going to land the Cocoon and the Binding. And now they're going to try to actually go after Snowstorm. And it's just a 5-man roam right now.
And they did a great job. I want to point out, Blind actually saw the... Oh, hold on. Lee Sin could be going down.
And also Challenger, if he's not careful, but he's going to get locked down. That is a shutdown onto Elise. But on the other side, Maokai is not in a good position either. His mind's telling him no, but his body might say yes. No, he is not going to follow it up. And Ying is in a bad position. Black Shield is going to protect Blind. And that's going to be another kill on Maokai.
I gotta say, Blind has been on point with this Morgana play. He's hit these Dark Bindings, he's hit the Black Shields. That's 2 Black Shields that prevented hard CC that would have killed him. He Black Shielded the original Shockwave. Oh, hold on.
And with that, there's more action going on to it, and they're just gonna land down the charm. Nothing much.
Yeah, and I can't even get my thought out because they're still going just fast and furious at each other.
And right now, the Q does land along with Dragonfire's kick, and it's going to be Spirit Dash to get out of the way. Very, very close. Very well also placed of her ult also.
Yeah, that kick actually really helped her because he kicked Ahri away, and then she was able to Spirit Rush herself out, so Snowstorm not making such a great Lee Sin play and was able to actually help Demnis get away and help her stay alive, and that's just that was a rough play. I'm not sure why he decided to kick, but he did, and that was not the right idea, I'd say.
And with that, Tier 1 top tower going down for Team PrimeTime. So it is 3 towers to none in favor of Warriors Anonymous, seeing what they can do. Ying also using the hard C, popping over the Dream, trying to see what he can do. The Cocoon is going to land. No tower is going to protect him. And caught between a Dark Binding and Cocoon right now, and he is going to go down.
And they're just really showing their muscle and really doing what they want. I mean, yes, the Maokai had a good start, got an early Rod of Ages, but right now, this Dr. Mundo is so far ahead. Jungi had to flash the Glacial Fissure. Nice play to get away and keep himself alive.
And for that, looks like all 4 members, well, with Maokai also down, but 4 members. Actually, the charm is going to land on the Snowstorm. Will it actually be enough? The Spirit Dash over the side and, oh, very close. Actually got away with a sliver of his health as Lee Sin.
Demnis hit the charm, the Deathfire Grasp, and was able to actually do a decent amount of damage. And he jumped in 3v1, but Ahri is so slippery that she's able to get away thanks to her ultimate. And is able to at least stay alive, even through the 3v1. I don't think they expected Ahri to dive in. If they did, they actually probably would have turned on her. But she's able to get in and out and stay alive.
And that is true. So all 5 members of the team are basically in the middle right now. Kog'Maw going down to the bottom. to try to get a little bit of that farm and push out the wave, but still in the middle, they are just freezing the lanes.
Yeah, they're gonna try to go with a. They're probably gonna go with the 1-3-1 type of split push here. Just letting Kog'Maw get even further ahead, get even more CS right now, and keep himself going while the rest of the team pushes down the mid lane. And actually, Kog'Maw's gonna back, so he pushes out the lane, but he's gonna jump back with the rest of the team for this fight.
And again, with the Black Shield blocking off the shockwave command, that could have killed one of the teammates, but that tower looking really low. They're going to probably fight it right now as soon as this does go down. There goes Maokai's ult. That is going to be shut down on Ahri. Soul Shackles is going out, but the kick is going to kick it away. Elise does pick up the kill on Jinx, and they're still going for it. Chipper is going to drop now, and now they're on the chase for No Luck. Flash and also is going to be burned. No Luck just trying his best to get out of the way, dodging and bopping and weaving. They are going to miss that cocoon and binding the dream, though, just tanking that tower like it's nothing. And that is going to be just a swing around for Lee Sin, picking up the tower also. On the other side, that is going to be a tier 2 middle tower going down. So you just got to be asking yourself, is this really a tiebreaker game? Because it doesn't look like anything's really happening, like anything has improved over the past weeks for Team PrimeTime.
Unfortunately, yeah, I would say you're probably right. PrimeTime just not really staying with it, but they're going to try to go after Bind.
And with that, Glazo Fisher is going to go. That flash and the wall unbreakable is going down, but is still going to be able to pick up that kill very easily. That's going to be a double kill. Mundo wasting the sadism. Apologize, not wasting it. That's going to be another kill. Kog'Maw picking it up. That's going to be 1 kill. Can it be a 2 kill? They are going to get it. Bind picking up another one. Kog'Maw going down. So Snowstorm trying to get out of the way. Ahri's going to be able to pick up that kill on the Lee Sin. That was a 2-for-5 trade in favor of Warriors Anonymous. 1-for-5, I apologize.
And they picked up a turret. They picked up 2, and the whole ensuing that really started with the pickup of the turret here for Team PrimeTime. They started the fight, able to pick up a couple kills. The fight turned down to the bottom lane, or turned down to the mid lane. They were able to pick up that tier 2. Warriors Anonymous rotated around to the bottom lane and able to take that 5v5 fight and go 5-for-1 with another turret plus a dragon. Yes, they lose their tier 1 mid turret, but they pick up way more in return. That is what you call worth, because you picked up a tier 2. You picked up 2 tier 2s in the mid lane and the bottom lane. You picked up a absolutely free dragon. You pick up an ace as well, and there's the surrender. There's the game 1 surrender coming in.
And you are correct. So, looks like Team PrimeTime is going to be giving up the ghost at 22 minutes. So, looks like the first game is going to go towards Warriors Anonymous.